Yeah, Martin, sorry, bro. I just wanted to say, coming back to what we just finished that last segment on regarding, sorry, what was your question?
No,
forgot already. Jesus Christ, I'm always thinking of things.
I said you said hater. You could say anti-homo.
Yeah, or an anti something or the other. Now, I had, I don't know if anybody saw the TikTok video I did. It's just a little clip regarding someone called me a cis man. I'm not a cis man. Has anyone seen that one?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I had a gay guy, respond to another guy in the comments there, because the other guy said, oh, well, cis was, I think, what we called like sissy guys back in the day. And I don't think that was the case at all, because cis is what he was thinking is the SISS sissy spelling, not the CIS thing. Why ain't this working? Are you sure that's still running up there?
Going.
Okay.
Where's your browser?
Yeah, so he responded, it's like, that's right, I'm a homo male. And he doesn't want to be called, he doesn't like using these descriptions, is it? The labels, whatever, the gender, is it gendering thing, We went through it last week, and he didn't like doing it, and he was in total support. The amount of women I've had, more so than men, if you go and read the comments, and there's been like, it's been a week, over 3,000 views, and near enough 200 comments. People, it got up people's backs because they hate that being identified as a cis, as a straight person, because it's, again, you're putting sexuality before one's gender, before one's personality, who they are, their name. You're describing am I making sense here, or am I just nuts? Yeah. Because like, oh, hello, I'm a cis man, so already I'm straight. Why the fuck? What's wrong with just hi? I'm a guy. I'm a man. Nice to meet you, woman, or nice to meet you, other man. Who gives a shit if you're having sex with men or you fancy men? I don't care. You're just another dude. How you doing, dude? You cool? And this is why, from what I'm hearing and getting the feel, the vibe is that a lot of gay guys do not want to be in that LGBTQ thing. They've run wild, these lot, and the gay guys, they're accepted, lesbians are accepted, bis are accepted, transsexuals are accepted. It's just that the last letter there, the transsexual thing, is how they're pushing it in schools, which is even gay guys. And even some transsexuals I've seen come out and like, this is rotten. This shouldn't be happening, And this is where I'm coming from, that transphobia, homophobia or biphobia, whatever they put in phobia. They should put like what Martin said. Was it anti-gay or anti-trans or whatever it may be? That makes more logical and more linguistic sense. Is that correct?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. I'm not linguistic, George.
I don't. Well, you're more linguistic than I am. So, dudes, now let's just lighten this up a little bit. So let me go around the table. I've asked this question before. I'm going to ask it again. Rate yourselves. How do you feel today, dudes? What are you out of 10? Rate yourselves.
What I'm feeling, or
your looks, your the way you look, the way you feel. Remember, people are watching.
6.
Yeah.
You're a 6.
What, how I feel about myself?
What's up, Paul? Okay, we're dead on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Yeah, forget it. We've got to get proper shit. Yeah, so, no, on your appearance.
No. About my period.
Your period. Going out of 10, what are you? What would you say your score was?
I'm still confused.
Your appearance,
appearance.
What would you give yourself?
A 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Really? Is that? Really?
I mean, you think you're that hot? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, you're a 6. Yeah, Lise?
I don't know. I'm getting on a bit now, so I know I was a 7, but now I'm in my 50s. I've got doubts on that.
I think you could pull
I
think you could pull a 7.
Yeah, I'd
no
sort
problem.
of sit on a 7. I
Yeah,
think.
no,
Do you know
no,
what I mean?
you're
I'd be quite happy with that at my age.
on a
You're happy to sit on a 7?
Yeah.
Sit on a 7.
Yeah.
I'm a 7.
You're a 7. Well done.
I love it.
So Rob reckon
bad.
you are a 7. You feel you're a 7? What do you feel?
Well, if she's going to sit on me,
Yeah.
the offer's there.
He's going to be a 7, isn't he?
I don't know, really.
What do you rate?
I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Good.
So if it's a self-evaluation,
Yeah.
I'd say I'd go with a 6 to a 7-ish.
Good. Yeah.
In my way I'm feeling right now.
No, I like that. Yeah. Mark?
Yeah.
What are you mumbling?
Yeah, 6.
At 6?
5, 6, middle of the road.
Yeah. No, these are good answers. Ollie.
Like on appearance, purely
Yeah.
appearance.
Not
And
your
then-
personality.
Yeah, and then also because obviously I think about shit.
Hey.
I think things fully through. So not like where you said
You
like,
can actually
Oh,
go
for
into
fuck's
you can
sake,
go
just give
into
us the number, will you?
go into an adult number, not a child one.
Yeah, no, but I would say like a 4 or 5. But in terms of like everyone, like in reality, I think in reality, if you look at a 10 and you look at a 2, I'd say like 4 or 5.
You're a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'll put you 5, mate. At least don't go under 4.
No, but like if I was to say myself, I'll be like, yeah, me, like I'm good with me, like I'd say yeah, like 5 or 6 or whatever. But in terms of like actual reality, I'd say 4 or 5.
No, I rate myself around the 6ish mark. You know, this is, you know what? Well, yeah.
It's right. It's like really you're rating your self-worth, aren't you?
Well, no.
Like, if I
I
was
think
rating my
I think-
self-worth, that's
I-
different. But
I think
in terms of appearance, just like in reality, in terms of like look at a 10 and look at a 2 or a
yeah.
1.
But
You know.
what I'm trying to say is that everybody sitting around this table is living in the real world and
Yeah.
is not deluded.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, if we sat down there and Tom said he's a 10 or a 9, Lisa said she's a 10, Rob says he's a 10, because that's the way I feel.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to avoid. Yeah.
It's not about feeling, it's about reality, you know, and not what other people tell you. It's what reality is, and we're not deluded. And I like that. Everybody sitting around this table, because the thing is, you've given like yourselves a 5 to a 5 to a 7, right? Now that is perfect, because if we rated ourselves as 10s, that means there's no room for improvement.
There's no 10. There's no such thing as a 10.
No, there isn't, because no one is
There is
perfect.
an 11.
Yeah.
The Marshall amps. Yeah, so that is where I wanted to bring that. I'm happy we got that little thing out of the way. Right. EV cars. Who's got one?
A what?
Electrical vehicle.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I had
Yeah.
The guy that owns a Mustang.
a van.
Yeah. What
I had an
the
electric
anxiety? You got. Tell us about it.
van. Oh, I fucking hate it.
What you got?
Is it
Yeah,
the anxiety? I
electric
want to
van.
hear everything.
Hey,
Oh, for work.
yeah, it is the most. When,
We got electric vehicles at work.
yeah, when you're driving,
They're always off the road.
and I just feel like I'm constantly looking at the mileage to see how long I've got left. I've got
Really?
to charge it up.
Is it fully electric or hybrid?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. What is it? Transit.
No, it's what is it? Fiat.
Yeah. They I used to have a full Ranger thing, and I'd put it in have a service or whatever, and they gave me a transit van. And the geezer went, "Have you driven a hybrid before?" I went, "What's the difference?" Well, you know, when you turn it on, it don't. You turn it on, don't you, with a key?
Yeah.
And you go, "What's the noise?"
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing, it takes off really
Yeah,
quick.
but it's on. Yeah.
And as soon as it gets to a certain speed, it kicks in the engine. You
Yeah.
think, what's that about? I didn't like it.
No, it's nah, not for me.
Why are you looking at the gauge all the time as a hybrid? Because you just put the fuel in and it switches automatically normally, but when it's economically viable to use the electric.
Hydrogen is just like a just more of a posher word. They say you get not like a Sport.
Yeah.
Say like a Clio Sport or something. So that's basically what a hybrid is. It's just a
No, hybrid.
fancy version.
It's got
No,
both.
the hybrid is
electric
where it's
and-
got diesel or petrol
It's got both, hasn't
and
it?
electric. Yeah.
So
And
when
it
the
just
electric
switches
runs out, it
automatically.
switches
Shows how much
automatically
I
over to your tank.
So like Rob said, when you start it, it'll be on electric a little bit if you've got some in there.
Oh, well, I thought
Just
it
to
was
start,
a
and
better
then when
version.
you're just doing like 10, 20 miles an hour, just through like traffic, it'll be on
Oh, okay.
electric.
Right.
But then if you're kicking it in, the engine will kick in, and it will charge the electric while it's going on, and then you'll have a little bit of electric. In
It's
there.
just, I don't know. Like I said, it is. You're constantly looking, especially if you're doing long distance. I don't think you can trust doing long distance in an electric vehicle unless because you have to have apps to tell you where all the points are, and you have to. Some people you have to have certain points.
Yeah.
Especially
And
if you've got to
it will
work.
say you've got 52 miles left, but then you drive 5 miles and you've
Yeah,
got
you have to
12
have it in
miles
eco.
left.
You
Like,
put it in
it don't
eco,
tell you
it
the
goes
truth.
up. The mileage
It doesn't-
goes up.
It doesn't.
It turns
Like the
everything off.
calculation.
It's
ain't
when
good.
you see on them electric cars at night driving down the A10 or something with no lights on, right? And they've got the lights off, so a bit more battery to get home.
Yeah, it's mental.
Sod that.
They're weird things. I've been in a Tesla and it just felt like, well, you can't hear nothing. You're just sort of floating along the. Yeah, and
But
when
they
it goes into reverse, it does this weird noise like ding, ding. It's really loud. Do you know what I mean? It's a very strange
Don't
experience.
Teslas have a button to replicate the sound of an engine
Yeah.
when they're revving it?
Do they?
They do, yeah. So
One of my clients has got one. I took the piss out of him all the time about it. Right. And he went to me, do you want to have a go? I went, yeah. They're quick, right? And if you had one on the track and you was just going to race an EV car, fair enough, right? Like a electric car, isn't it? But what got me, there's nothing in there that's analog. It's all overly engineered.
Oval, and it had
proper.
glass
Yeah.
ceiling as
And
well.
you've got
was
a fucking great iPad
Yeah.
thing, right? But you're not allowed to touch your phone. But you can play it. You play with a computer
Yeah,
and
yeah.
drive the car.
Yeah.
This car drives itself, for Christ's sake,
Yeah.
right?
It does.
And not only that, we're sitting outside the shop in the motor, right? And he went to me, do you want to play a game? I went, what? Yeah. Have a little. And he then he start playing a driving
They're going to
game.
ruin police chases.
Yeah.
They'll ruin police chases.
You're
They're just-
driving,
Yeah.
listen, you're sitting
they'll
there
just
and you're
switch it
using
off,
the
wouldn't they,
pedals
from a
Right.
remote.
to start and stop this computer game, like Gran Turismo, I was saying.
Yeah. In your car.
You imagine if you're sitting there doing that, looking at your screen, all of a sudden that thing kicks into gear and oh mate, I don't trust it.
I don't, and again, they can be controlled. The driverless cars can
Yeah.
be controlled by the government.
Did you see?
I knew it was going to go this way.
Listen, did you see that?
What the cop cars that
No.
turned on?
No, the NASA, the clip for NASA, where the geezer was. I don't know if he's working there or something, but he's filming in the car park at NASA, and they've got a massive parking lot thing or whatever, and it's full up with 70s motors, right? Trucks, vans, Arctic lorries, ambulances, fire engines, you name it. All of them analog, right? Proper petrol or diesel engines.
Yeah.
No computers, no nothing. Mint condition motors. Just sitting there, being serviced. They're not driving them, but they're servicing them, making sure they're all tip top. Why?
When they're needed.
When they do that old EMP thing,
Yeah.
bosh, and all the electric goes out, and no one
Yeah.
can drive
Again.
their cars.
It's
EMP.
control.
Not going to
control,
stop me,
isn't it?
mate. I jump straight in my Mini.
because
Come on.
they know that if the electrical infrastructure goes down, Tom, you know, like in Canada
Still need
in 2000, in 19,
ignition. I think an EMP would still stop it.
no, it'd kill a battery.
You
So
need the
yeah,
battery
if you
for the
disconnect the
ignition.
battery to it, then there's no
EMP
problem.
will kill anything electric.
Yeah, but
No,
no, because I'm curious about it.
it'll short circuit. It's an electrical magnetic pulse, EMP, right? Now that'll kill everything here. It'll fry the circuits if it's powered. You know, if it's powered up, if it's disconnected and whatever, it shouldn't harm it. From what I know, yeah, Ollie's doing the research there. So, back in Canada, back in 1988, something like that, there was an EMP. There was a solar flare from the sun. Jesus Christ, we're coming to listen. No, we'll stop this and we'll come back. We're coming to the end. Well, ladies and gentlemen who have been listening on YouTube, the battery died on the camera. Sorry for the amateur process that we're going through. So, yes, hopefully soon we'll have dedicated cameras working on this. It just takes a little bit of time and money,
NASA's
guys.
not space travel; it's time
Anyway,
travel.
We'll be right back to continue this chat.